Okay, what protein powder should I buy? That's definitely one of the top 5 questions I get as a nutrition coach. So today I'm going to break that down for you. I'm always happy to get this question from people because it tells me that they're out there trying to get more protein, which is great because mostly, and when I say most, I mean nearly everyone is under eating protein. And there's just so many challenges that come with that. I recently recorded a whole video on protein, so I won't go into the full details there. I'll link that in the description. But the short story is protein is responsible for so much more than just building muscle. It's important for hormone health, for tissue health, for bone health, for healthy blood sugar regulation. There's so much. So it's not just the muscle building, protein chugging weightlifters that need protein. You need protein. I need protein. We all need more protein. And protein powders can be a great way to increase your protein. Now, would it be better to get all of our protein from foods? Probably, but that just isn't happening for most people, especially with as busy as everyone seems to be these days. And a protein shake or two throughout your day can be a great way to supplement. I recommend to nearly all of my clients to take in a shake each day, and I do myself sometimes too, honestly. You should be aiming for about 0.7 to 1.0 grams of protein per pound of body weight or ideal body weight. For most women, that means 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal, plus one high protein snack. And for men, that's going to mean closer to 40 to 50 grams of protein at each meal, plus 1 to 2 high protein snacks. Now, that's a lot more than most people are getting, especially if they're not intentionally tracking their food and aiming for some certain targets. Now, first things first, when searching for a protein powder, get something that you enjoy, that you're actually going to drink. There's nothing worse than having 5 tubs of protein on the top of your refrigerator that you're eventually going to throw away because you didn't like the flavor. And I know you've been there before. A lot of protein brands have single serving samples, and yeah, they're a little pricey, but it beats spending 30 to 40 bucks on something that you aren't going to drink. So if you have the option to try before you buy a big tub, I would do that. So when selecting a brand, yes, we want higher quality if it's in our budget, but I would sacrifice quality for something that you're actually going to drink if it comes down to that. And what I mean is, I would rather you be getting enough protein with perhaps a brand that has some ingredients that aren't as great than not getting enough protein in your day. We have to pick our battles and prioritize. From a health perspective, getting enough is my first priority for you. If you have it in your budget to spend just a bit more, not too much, you can pick up a protein powder with cleaner ingredients. Usually that means less fillers and additives and typically something that is sweetened with a natural sweetener instead of sucralose. Now, there's mixed research on sucralose. I personally, as a coach, think if we can look to minimize our consumption of artificially manufactured sweeteners, that's a mark in the direction of better health. So I'll typically look for something that's sweetened with monk fruit or stevia and something that has minimal other additives and no artificial colorings. So here are some great choices. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, although I wouldn't mind if you're out there watching this. I don't have any sort of affiliate relationship. I just want to point you in a good direction so you can find a protein powder that you love. All right, number 1 is going to be Earth Fed Muscle. This is my go-to. I got some right here just to show you, okay? Earth Fed Muscle is personally what I drink. It's got great ingredients, natural sweeteners, grass-fed whey. It's also a smaller company. They have tons of great flavors. My personal favorite is the dark chocolate sea salt, but they definitely have something for everyone. You can find their products on Amazon or you can go directly to their website. Same price, but if you go directly to their website, a lot of times there'll be like a pop-up coupon that will give you 15 to 20% off your first order. They also have those sample packs that you can kind of try before you buy a big tub. All right, MRM Vanilla Whey Protein Powder. This is something that you can get on Amazon. It's not a really well-known brand. This is something that I have bought for years to add to my overnight oats. It's very plain, so if you're someone who likes a ton of sweetness, this is probably not the one for you, but the vanilla is great for adding to overnight oats and yogurt, or really any recipes that call for a scoop of kind of a neutral protein powder or a vanilla protein powder. It's got solid ingredients. It's also fortified with probiotics. Price on this one is great, and you can buy it on Amazon. The Jocko Brand protein powders are also really popular. I personally haven't had them, but I have a lot of clients that drink it and they really like it, and the ingredients are solid. If you're looking for something that's more plant-based and easy to consume on the go, the OWYN, OWYN brand shakes are really popular and have solid ingredients. I have a client that really likes these. They also come pre-mixed, like in the bottles, and I know a lot of people really value that portability and not having to carry around like a shaker bottle and pre-mix these. So check those out. Great ingredients in that. You can get those at Walmart. Really, most stores carry them, and of course on Amazon. Now, last one, it's really pretty common for me to have clients that get a little burnt out on the like milky flavored proteins. They also make more of a clear fruity type protein powder. Tastes a little bit more like a juice or a sports drink. Isopure is a brand that makes a great product there with cleaner ingredients, and it can be a nice change up from the more milky chocolate, vanilla, those types of flavors. Ingredients are great. In fact, this brand is really pretty good in general, and they do carry the more traditional flavors as well. So Isopure, I've only seen them on Amazon, although they may have a plain flavor at Walmart. Again, I'm not affiliated with any of these brands, but I want you to get your protein in. So find something that works for you. Supplementing 1 to 2 servings a day with a protein shake is going to be just fine for your health and will really help your nutrition and weight loss goals along with your general health. If this is helpful for you, like, subscribe. I love teaching people about food, and that's why I make these videos. I've included some links in the comments for you to check out my 30-day Well Fed Kickstart, as well as my free meal prep guide, which is loaded with awesomeness and it's free. We'll see you soon.